Hey everyone, Adam here. Before I go more in depth into what's going on here, let me just show you it in action. Look at that. You have something, in this case it's like a 3D printed part. You need it transported from one part of your burgeoning makerspace factory to the other. You just put it on the conveyor belt and easy peasy. Let's try wire. Alright, so as you can see, it's a little choppy, kind of noisy, and it's moving a little bit strangely in kind of an oblong fashion, as you can see. Partly just because this is sort of version 1, and so as I go through and iterate on this, hopefully I'll work out some of the kinks. But I just wanted to share it in its current state, because I was actually kind of surprised how easy this was to put together with just sort of very basic things you'll have around the house. So this is actually just, as you can see I'm pushing down on it, there's nothing inside there, on this side at least. It's just a piece of rolled up paper taped to a wheel. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is sort of the main electrical component you'll need for this. I got this from Micro Center for 17 bucks. And it comes with two of... Oh, that's falling. Oh man, I really should have used the table for this. This comes with two of these, where it's just a motor. I attach the wires myself. Well, words are hard. And then a wheel, and then a screw and a washer. And so you just screw this in. This, don't worry about this side. That's for something. I don't know. That's for it, but screw it into this side, and then you, oh man, it's falling. Okay, then you just take the paper and you roll it up, tape it to it. This is really hard to do one-handed, so I'm not going to do that right now. But yeah, maybe another video. Anywho, yeah, so that's sort of the main component here. Some more look at the circuiting, right? So this is sort of, I believe it's an Arduino Uno starter kit breadboard, and then just some wiring from that kit. So the in this case, the green wiring is showing you the plus, right? The direction the circuit's flowing, and then the yellow is the minus. So there's one other key thing here. Which is that there's a diode, and this is to prevent backflow of electricity that the motor can be generating while moving around. Still learning about a whole lot of that myself. I just kind of followed the Arduino Uno starter kit book Project 10 about DC motors, and so I kind of just followed their schematic for how to connect this here. And so feel free to just use that if you ever want to try this kind of thing yourself. There's some other good tutorials I'm sure online of how to wire up a DC motor properly. And then of course there's a little kit for, a little enclosure to connect 4 batteries in series to increase the voltage. So this should be putting out 4.8 volts. Roughly, because this motor, as you can see somewhere, here we go. It says 3 volts, and then if you go to this website that you can do the QR code for, it's the nominal voltage, which just means voltage that it works best within. You should really try to keep it to that. Is 36 volts. So got it to about 4.8 volts. So I think it's in a pretty good spot. Anywho. Looking at this some more, so as you can see, I've got the the wires hooked up to the 2 pieces of, I guess it's copper or something, copper aluminum. So I don't know, some kind of conductor piece attached to the motor, and then it's as I said before, the wheel is taped to this piece of paper. And then on the other side, I just cut a little bit of cardboard, taped it down, and then if you look in here, it's not actually taped to this. In fact, it's kind of brushing against the roller a little bit every now and again. But it seems to do the job, and it was very quick and easy to do, so I'm just leaving it like that for right now. On this side, there's just a piece of cardboard taped down. Let me just show you on this side too. So, easy peasy. I had to kind of play around a little bit and find the right balance between it being, it creating enough tension to allow me to use this as a conveyor belt, and also not so tight that it couldn't slide underneath it. So, just kind of fiddle around with that. I fiddled around with that for a little bit. So, one other thing you'll notice is that there's some rubber bands on the roller. That's actually really important, believe it or not. So, to my knowledge, most conveyor belts nowadays are made with rubber, and I don't really have any rubber lying around. So, with this project, I just worked with what I got. I had a friend that, when I was describing this project to them, they said, "Oh, you might have trouble getting the paper to roll properly and to kind of stick and act as a conveyor belt. You're going to need something to add, more adhesion, right? Something it's going to actually grip the paper and allow it to actually circle all the way around." And they were absolutely right, and so very good suggestion. I tried it without the rubber bands, and it did not grip it at all. And with the rubber bands, it's actually pretty good, all things considered. I definitely think that playing around with some other materials, as I iterate with this project, will help. But this is not a bad start for version 1. So, I'm just gonna put a couple more things on here. Just recycle these. So, yeah. See, it's a little choppy, and there's definitely room for improvement in pretty much every area of it, which is exciting to me, because it's I feel like there's a lot of cool things you can do with a conveyor belt. And so, anywho, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about, more about the circuitry or the, materials used, or just anything about this project or anything like that, just feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. And I'm hoping to get out a lot of other videos like this. I've got some other side projects like this in the works, so I'll keep you all posted about that. But anywho, hope you all have a great day and or night. I guess depending on where you live. Have a nice day or night. Bye.